So the topic for today is competitive advantages through. Okay. So there are three strategy: differentiation, cost leadership, and quick response. And these three strategies are known as Porter's generic strategy. Okay. You have heard about the name of Michael Porter. He is means you may say that renowned name in the field of strategy, business strategy basically. So he said that if you adopt, okay, either differentiation or cost leadership or quick response, means any of the strategy from these three strategy, you will be the market leader basically. Okay, so these three strategy, these are known as Porter's generic strategy. You may search it through Google search Porter's generic strategy, and you will find the combination of these three strategies. Most of the companies that are adopting and that are focusing to attain or to involve these generic strategy in their business strategy basically. Okay, so first we will discuss about competitive advantage. Means you can gain a competitive edge or you can gain a competitive advantage if you adopt any one strategy from these three major generic strategy. Okay, so first is differentiation. What is differentiation? Differentiation is uniqueness. Okay, what is unique in your product? What is USP of your product? Okay, so it means you can go beyond both the physical characteristics and service attributes to encompass everything that impacts customers' perception of the value. Okay, means you need to have something unique. You need to deliver your customers some unique features, some unique offerings, some unique features. Okay, in your product or service, so that customers should retain with yourself. Okay, like differentiation. Here are some examples. Maruti, you know that in terms of mileage, nobody can beat or nobody can give competitive advantage as Maruti give you in terms of mileage and after sales service. So what is different characteristic? What is different unique quality characteristic? That is mileage and that after sales service. Okay, in terms of Maruti. Similarly, if you talk about Tata, so nowadays Tata is a leading brand in terms of automobile safety, security. If you want safest car in India, you should blindly opt for Tata Motors. Okay, so that is its uniqueness. Okay, similarly, if you want a good quality product, leading product, okay, in terms of cell phones, so it is Apple. Okay, in terms of this laptop, you may opt for Dell. Okay, in terms of electronic items, you may opt for that LG product. Okay, or Sony product. Okay, Samsung product. So these are what uniqueness. What is your uniqueness? Means by which characteristic you are a known brand name. You may get a competitive advantage. You are just have a brand recall. Okay, so that is basically a uniqueness. Means what is unique characteristic or unique feature or unique attribute that you have. Okay, so that is differentiation. Next is cost leadership. What is cost leadership? You need to blindly follow mass. Okay, means you need to grab market share as much as you can. Okay, here are some examples like Acer. Okay, they are having or they are offering in terms of means in terms of cost, they are charging less and providing more. Okay, MI, Realme, Micromax, all these are cost leadership. All these are example of cost leadership. Means if you talk about value, means you may get a product that is value for money. If you are moving towards a product that is value for money, HP, value for money. Okay, so maximum value as perceived by customer does not employ low value or low quality. Maximum value means customers should think that for this price it is the better one. Okay, Realme, Mi, okay, and this Acer and SP are the best example in this field. And by this way, they are targeting to grab market share. Okay, by this way, they are targeting to grab market share. Even you can take here example of Maruti also, because it was earlier phenomena that you should follow any one strategy, but nowadays companies are there that are following all three strategy, and after that all three generic strategies are also there, and other some other mix of strategies are also there. Okay, so Maruti is also an example of cost leadership. Their product is also of means value for money type of products. Okay, so that is basically cost leadership. Cost leadership simply means value for money. Differentiation simply means high attributes. Okay, uniqueness. What is your USP basically? For which you should be a renowned figure, you should be a brand value. Okay, so that is differentiation, and cost leadership is value for money. Okay, third generic strategy is quick response. What is quick response? Means faster, better, cheaper, more responsive, flexible, reliable, rapid. These are some synonyms of quick response. Okay, like 30-minute pizza delivery. What is that? Domino's. Okay, quick response. If you are hungry, we will deliver you food within next 30 minutes. Okay, so what is that? Quick response. Federal Express. You may give, means FedEx will give any consignment within 24 hours. Okay, across the globe. So what is that? Quick response? Better, cheaper, more responsive, flexible, reliable, rapid, same day delivery. Nowadays, most of the medical companies are NetMeds and many more. This online e-commerce companies are there that are providing same day delivery. Even Amazon, even Flipkart, and they are also charging some extra amount, but they are providing same day delivery. So what is that? Basically quick response. Okay, so what is quick response? Much more responsive to the customer. Okay, means what time you will take, we will not take any time. Okay, Swiggy, Zomato, these are what? Quick response. Okay, within 30 minutes, within 20 minutes. If you want extra responsive, okay, you may pay for that also. Okay, means premium pricing are also there. So that is what quick response. So these are the three competitive strategy, these three generic strategy that is suggested by Michael Porter. Okay, and these are the generic strategy, basic strategy that everyone follows generally nowadays. Okay, and nowadays companies are there that are following all three strategy. Like if you take example of Dell, so Dell is providing value for money product. Dell is also provide differentiation. What is different in Dell? So you can assemble laptop as per your need. Okay, by visiting Dell's website, and after that you may get a customized laptop within 7 days. Okay, you are if you are any part of globe and you want that Dell product, you may get it within 7 days. Okay, 7 days delivery. So what is that? They are adopting differentiation in terms of their offering of customizations. Okay, cost leadership, value for money products are there, and quick response, 7 days delivery, customized laptop. That is what? Quick response. Okay, so nowadays companies are there that are following all the strategies, all the generic strategy, and even mix of other strategies, mix of other business and operational strategies. Okay, so these are some examples, and these are some generic strategies. So here is a line that is written: competing on any basis require institutionalization within the form of the ability to respond. Means ask if you want to deliver a better product or service to your customer, you need to focus on these strategies as a base, and after that you may take any of the strategy as mentioned here. Like, to manage your supply chain, you may choose best sourcing strategy. What is sourcing strategy? Like, I am here giving you example of Walmart. Walmart is uh, number one retailer in the world just because of its single supplier, that is Procter and Gamble. Means the country in which Walmart is operating, and if Procter and Gamble is present there, then they are working together. Means all the supply part, all the sourcing part would be handled by P&G, Procter and Gamble in that country. Okay, and what Walmart will do, Walmart will taking care of all the retail part. Okay, so there is only single supplier, that is Procter and Gamble, that is managing all the sourcing constant, all the sourcing part, all the procurement basically. Okay, and what is basic offering of Walmart? So Walmart is basically a retailer. Okay, and they are adopting everyday low pricing strategy just because of managing this cutting edge supply chain management. Okay, so that is sourcing. Next is vertical integration. What is vertical integration? Means manage all the supply chain functions basically. What are various functions of the supply chain? Supplier, manufacturer, distributor, retailer, and customers. Okay, so manage all through means manage all the suppliers, manage all the retailers through yourself. So that is basically vertical integration. Okay, here I may give you example of Nike, Adidas. Okay, these are the companies that are making sports wear for sports person. Okay, so they are offering sports wear for sports person, and they are properly conduct R&D on body shape, size of athlete. Okay, and they generally research about pressure points, and what are the pressure points in the body of that athlete, that may enhance his or her that game related skills. Okay, so they are continuously working on it with the help of their suppliers and with the help of their distributors basically. So that is what vertical integration means. You can't segregate a company, that these are suppliers, these are distributor, these are retailer, all are working in close proximity, all are working as a part of an organization. That is basically vertical integration. Similarly, you may talk about various automotive manufacturers are there. Okay, and they are also deliver their products based on this vertical integration. Means if somebody is supplying raw material to Maruti, so that company is of supplier, means that is only delivering its raw material or raw material part to only for that Maruti, or only for Tata or some other brand. Okay, so that is basically vertical integration. Means integrate across the supply chain, integrate across the supply chain. That is known as vertical integration. Next is make or. So these are some strategies that you may adopt along with those three generic strategy: differentiation, cost leadership, and quick response. Okay, next strategy is that you need to adopt in supply chain management, that is make or buy decision. Whether you will make your raw material by your own efforts, or you will purchase it. Okay, you will source it from some other external vendors. Like a car is manufactured of more than 30,000 items, 30,000 parts. Okay, and if you decide that I will manufacture all 30,000 items by myself, and after that I'll deliver car to my customer, so it is not possible basically. Okay, so make or buy decision, you should think over it. Means what parts or what raw material you need to deliver, or whether you are going to deliver a assembled product. So that is basically make or buy decision. Means you need to opt for whether you want to make raw material by yourself, or you want to buy raw material and going to assemble and sell a product to the customer. Now most of the means like if you talk about automobile, if you talk about computer, so all these in all these fields generally companies are going for assembling operations rather than developing all the raw material parts by self, and after that provide finished product to their customers. Okay, so that is make or buy decision. Next is partnering. What is partnering? Means maintain or develop the supply chain partners. Means if some organization is partner of your companies, then they will not give any raw material or any part to another one. Okay, so that is basically develop the supply chain partner, and it is a long lasting process basically. And like you may take here example of Walmart and Procter and Gamble. They both are partner in the country where they are operating, and where these both companies are having its presence. Okay, these two are global companies, and they are having their supply chain partnership. Okay, they are maintaining their partnership across the globe basically. Okay, so these are the various strategies of supply chain management. Next is location decision. Please mute yourself, mute your camera, mute your mic. Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Next
Sorry.
is okay. Next is location decision. What is location decision? Basically, there are certain strategies like country related issues are there. Okay. What are country related issues? Most of the countries, some of the countries are labor intensive, some of the countries are capital intensive, and nowadays most of the companies are managing their global supply chain. Okay, and if you see, as I have told earlier, there is a domain of cross culture. Okay, and every country has its own constraints, commitment, moral values, ethics, and their country policy, rules, regulations, etc. So various country related issues are there. So you need to take in care of country related issues while dealing location decision in operations. Okay, so that is also a better strategy to choose where to manufacture and where to sell. Okay, you need to identify that your nature of work is of labor intensive, or nature of work is of capital intensive, and after that you need to develop the product and you need to sell it across the globe. Okay, so that is basically strategy of country related issues. Means you should taking care of country related, various country related issues. Okay, next is product related issues. What is product related issues? Sometimes some companies are developing some product and that is not very popular just because of various features are there, various characteristics are there, and just because of few characteristics or few factors, customer did not recognize that product. So you need to take in care of such type of product related issues. Okay, like as I have told earlier, that nowadays most of the car companies are adopting that facelift model. Okay, recently Tata company has launched that it's a new Tata Safari. Okay, so why they have launched it? And if you see old version of Ford. Ford Endeavor and new version of Ford Endeavor. So that is there is a means drastic change in terms of design basically. So product related issues are there, so that you need to take in care of. You need to take in care of product related other issues, product related, location related issues. Here I may give you example of, like, you can't open a leather factory in Haridwar, Rishikesh or Allahabad. Okay, because skilled labor are also not available, as well as these countries are these districts or these places are religious places, and the people that are residing in these places will not facilitate such type of openings basically. Okay, if you want to open a leather related leather based factories, then you need to opt for Agra would be the better place, Kanpur would be the better place for you. So you need to choose, or you need to consider that what are the various product related issues, okay, that you need to consider. Next is government policy or political risk. Government policy or political risk, you may take here example of that Tata Nano. Okay, so that is very much popular and very much discussed case in terms of uh, political risk. So you have seen that Singur and Sanand shift of that Tata Nano, and all of you are aware about that. So what is that? Basically location decision, and you should taking care of that government policy and political risk while taking the location decision. Similarly, organizational issues, various organizational issues are also there while choosing a location, like raw material availability, labor availability, machinery availability, and many more issues are there. Infrastructure development cost is too high. Okay, logistic support is not there. So many more things are there that you need to take in care while taking the location decision. Okay, so these are some of the operations strategy that you need to focus while streamlining your operations. Okay. Next is logistics management. What is logistics? There is a difference between logistics and transportation. So logistics is what that is different from transportation. In logistics, you should taken care of all the responsibilities and all the liabilities to transport one thing from one place to another place. Okay, means you need to taken care of all the characteristics that that product or service having from source to destination, apart from simply transporting. As in transporting, there is no liability. Okay, the material that has been loaded from one place, and that transport provider will unload that product from another place, but there is no liability. Okay, so that's why nowadays logistics management is become much more important, as we see that we are generally working on that milk supply chain. So if you talk about milk supply chain, so that is maintained maintained under that 4 degrees Celsius atmosphere. Okay, so what is that? Basically logistics management. So for logistics management, you need to ensure flow of materials. Okay, like if you talk about Amul, Mother Dairy, and lot many big cooperatives are there, and global cooperatives are there. They are collecting raw milk from villages. Okay, and after that they used to pour it into chiller, and after that maintain a temperature of 4 degrees Celsius, and send it to the processing plant, and after that this milk will be processed. And after getting processing of milk, after that they just generally pack it and send it to the customer's shop. Okay, basically, so this is the flow of material. Means you need to ensure a smooth flow of material. You need to ensure that the flow of material or flow of material across the supply chain should be in proper way or proper manner. Okay, next is transportation options and speed. Okay, lot many transportation options are there, and lot many new transportation options are also evolving. Lot many freight corridors are being developed, and lot many transportation like hyperloop technology and other transport options are also being developed. Okay, but the traditional transportation options and speed, you need to check whether which transportation option is best for your product or service. Okay, and what is the need of your customer. Like if you see that nowadays, okay, if you talk about Amul supply chain, So most of the milk that you are consuming is of means shelf life of 8 to 10 days, or even some packaging of Tetra pack that will means take 3 to 6 months of time basically. So basically you need to check by which transport medium you are going to transport, or you are going to deliver that product to your customer, as well as speed, as well as cost, and all the parameters you need to consider in logistics management. Okay. Next is inventory level. What is inventory level? Inventory level basically how much inventory you need to maintain in your warehouse, and how much to keep on hand, how much inventory you need to maintain warehouse, how much to order, when to order. All these things you need to consider while dealing with this logistics management or operations or supply chain management. Okay, next is packaging. That is utmost important function of logistics. Okay, because if you do not properly pack a product, then it will be damaged while transit. Okay, so you need to ensure a better packaging mechanism to adopt, so that to ensure the effective logistics practices. Okay, so that is packaging. Now the last point or last strategy while dealing with logistics is storage. What is storage? Means in transit storage, or pre transit storage, or post transit storage. You need to ensure in each and every aspect. Means proper storage and maintenance is needed if you are going to deliver some product to your customer. Okay, so that you need to focus. So these are some of the strategy, operations strategy, that you need to take in care of. Okay, and we will discuss various strategies and a lot many examples in this field, operations management and operations strategy. Okay, so by the way, from these two slides, if you have any query or doubt regarding competitive advantage through either differentiation, cost leadership, or quick response, or these of other strategies, you can ask. Thank you.